Hi all, it's Anne. I'm going to be doing a little video reflection this week since we're keeping text to a minimum. So welcome to my week 4 reflection on remixing. So I really enjoyed our discussion this week. I thought the Everything is a Remix video was super helpful. The part I felt most interested in was not just looking at the progression of what we do with remixing now, but just the tools themselves. So the part in the video when we were talking about Xerox being the influence for Apple computers, I just thought that was fascinating because you really never hear much about Xerox at all. You hear kind of about IBM, but not Xerox, and how their two main models that were never meant for public consumerism, for the public to purchase, wound up being the like the baseline for what we carry around in our pockets every day. I just thought that was really fantastic. And a different way of remixing, not just remixing the media itself, but remixing the tools that we use throughout the evolution of technology. I found this week to be a little bit challenging. So I loved remixing Danielle, I had a great time with that. Danielle, if you are watching this, I thought your blog was awesome. I really enjoyed it. You gave me so much material to work with, and you have a really great sense of humor, which kind of helped me frame the project that I did, the infographic. And I thought you were a really good writer, so I enjoyed taking bits of your blog and putting them in graphic form for people to kind of consume in a different sort of way. I found the exercise of making the infographic more entertaining and artistic than I usually am. And I used the color pink a lot this week, which I almost never do. Pink is not a color I design with. I don't wear it. I don't like it. And I used it a lot. And I'm kind of wondering if maybe some of the work I did just kind of inspired that. There's a video down below that you're going to see that has some pink in it also. So not sure what's happening there, but I'll just take it. Let's see what else. Yeah, a little bit challenging though. I'm not sure why I found remixing challenging. I found it kind of intimidating to take other people's work. And that could be because I'm sometimes not very good with pop culture-y things, and I felt a lot of pressure to remix something popular. And then I stopped myself and I said, I don't have to do that. I'm going to remix something classical. So in the video below, remixing the Woods Women and other things, you'll kind of see what I did as a little project to kind of finish out our remix week. I took something classical and I made it a little cheeky, which I enjoy doing. So I guess there are many ways to remix something, and it doesn't have to just be like movie trailers and, you know, popular fiction and stuff like that. It can be basically anything. So I had a fun time with that. Another challenge I had this week, I tend to follow politics a lot on Twitter, and I was having a really hard time separating our class feed from constantly checking in with the stuff going on in the world. And so finally I just kind of had to stop looking at Twitter for a while. So I felt like maybe I was a little bit more quiet this week. Maybe not so much with Hypothesis, but definitely with Twitter. And that was just me taking like kind of a breather. That might be the downside of using a social media platform as a main discussion platform for a class, is that it's not insular and it's easy to get distracted and off topic. So I think I have to be more careful with that, at least while this class is happening. But that might be it. Other than that, the video was really fascinating. I tend to agree now. Everything might be a remix. Maybe not back a couple of centuries ago, but I'm really hard pressed to think of instances where we're not remixing things. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. You know, inventing does not have to be from scratch. It can be from a baseline or starting point or a jumping off point from someone else's creation and idea. And there's your creativity right there. So I'm hitting the 5-minute mark here, and I'm going to cut this off. Thanks so much for a great week. Take care.